We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Here it's the second of this three-game set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Machado and Donaldson slug it out next on the show. Garrett Richards will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's almost at that 200 strikeout plateau. I mean, that is really big stuff, and we may see him reach that milestone today. So that really is what I'm focusing on in this game.
So striding forward now, Kevin Pillar. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2, though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game's important to me.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
The next 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Vogt scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, Matt, I really like this offense. You know, they're top third in home runs, so they can beat you that way. They put pressure on you. This is a really good ball club, but I do like how they have guys throughout the lineup that can hit the ball out of the park.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg really does call a solid game back there. He does reward a pitcher for good location at times, but his reviews tend to be very good most of the time.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now, or will he continue to stay away?
Here he comes on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
Here it is on 3-0. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Here's Manny Machado now. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Machado now on 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Well, now's when he gets nasty. He's 0-2, and you know he's got 5 pitches in his arsenal to put him away. It's almost impossible for the hitter to sit on anything.
2 out with the man at first. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Logan Verrett, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Jays, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Well, Matt, you talk about an uphill battle and bad timing. You're playing poorly, and you turn around on the schedule, and look who you're facing. You're facing their best pitcher. You're facing the ace. It's going to take a full team effort, and you're going to need a little luck in this one to win it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. And a fastball just a bit high. Fouled back. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Machado. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner is at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
At the plate, Josh Donaldson. And this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Still no score. Here's Chris Davis now. His past history with Richards, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run.
Chris Davis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1 and 1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Ready on 1 and 2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
All right, here's how the Jays line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Carlos Santana. You talk about a journey to become a big league player. He was a sought-after catcher by most people, thinking this is a top-notch, top prospect catcher. Then he got blocked in the system. They moved him to third, and he really struggled. Then they found a spot for him at first base, though, and he's become a pretty good player.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1 and 2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Pitch on the way. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Into the box now, Jose Abreu. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year.
Abreu.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment of the Orioles. And at second base, Jonathan Schoop. Nobody has a better arm on the pivot than Jonathan Schoop. I'll measure anybody with it. He's got a rocket.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Joe Carter will be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first.
Hey, that was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding into the box, Joe Carter. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
The 0-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up, so I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Stephen Vogt, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. On the ground to the right side. Schoop is there. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance Yikes. More from Toronto in just a moment. So striding in, Trey Mancini. He'll start things out against Garrett Richards as we get the inning underway. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Here's a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Michael Bourne at the plate now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Now, Matt, that was a fastball. He had to have made up his mind that he's going to swing as soon as he releases it. That wasn't even hacking.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now, Kevin Pillar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here it comes, 1-0. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a curveball called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, Jose Bautista. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 0-2. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Soft liner to the right side, and a base hit. So early trouble to lead off the inning.
Little soft liner right there, dropping into the outfield. He didn't hit it hard, but sometimes those little soft singles get rallies started.
Now at the plate, Hernan Perez, currently third on the team in stolen bases, so we'll see if he gets an opportunity to do any running in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here.
Hey, that's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need two good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try again. 1-2. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Here's another 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bourne has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First things first, here's a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Blue Jays held in check. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cameron Maben comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Maben.
Swing hard liner to left center. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Well, Matt, we've watched them struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Into the box, Mark Trumbo. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
The 3rd baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Striding in once again, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tapped out in front of home. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit sharply on the ground. Perez is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's the 3rd baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
3rd baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Into the windup and the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
So 1 away, and that will bring in the dangerous Cuban slugger Jose Abreu. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
And there's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. sliced hard, but foul. Look out over there.
Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
That ball's inside, and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plan's to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230 with 19 homers, 56 runs batted in. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Santana waiting on a 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Carter, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Comes set with the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Stephen Vogt waits on deck. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. This is on the ground over to first, and the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher.
Stepping in, Stephen Vogt. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great success on that exploding fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but you have to get your bat in the position to get on top of it, and it's just too hard to do all those things and think you're going to square it up.
And that misses 2-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. Blue Jays leave a pair through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Jonathan Scope.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit toward the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, you ever talk about a much-needed base hit? That's it right there. He's been struggling all year. That was much needed. Put a smile on his face.
Into the box now, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Runners on first with 1 down. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder Michael Bourne.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that's offered at and missed by Bourne as he falls quickly behind here. 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. We'll see the dangerous Jose Bautista when we come back. Halfway home, still no score. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Jose Bautista.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, he jumped ahead right there with 2 fastballs, then threw the changeup, and he didn't bite. So let's see where he goes from here.
Now a hard liner toward short, and that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate.
Well, he fell behind 0-2, and this is really the personality who he is. He didn't give up. He continued to fight and gets a base hit when it gets the 2-2 count.
Verrett.
So coming to the plate, Hernan Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, Matt, maybe this bunt is a sign of things to come. This offense has been struggling. They've been shut down most of the game. Maybe they're changing their game plan. Drop a bunt, play a little small ball. We'll see what they do the rest of the inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Gene Segura standing in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. One 0 count. Here it is. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. None out, runners at first and second. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
The 2-1 on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation, tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in once again, Adam Jones. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Now that low 90s fastball, it won't overpower a lot of guys. But if it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is fouled off toward the third base coaching box.
Oh, he hung that one. And man, did he bang it. Just didn't keep it fair.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Jose Abreu. And he puts it on the ground to second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. 1 run is scored. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that 2 RBI base hit is some big runs right there. In the middle innings, those are critical because now, as you move forward, you get to the best part of your bullpen as you set it up to shut the game down. Maybe they'll add more runs, but if not, you're set up pretty good.
Stepping in now, Carlos Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the belt, the pitch. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Looking to minimize the damage here. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Ubaldo Jimenez is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. Into the box, Joe Carter, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 1-0 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Trumbo has a read on it, and that retires the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. Toronto leads this one 2-0. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Pillar. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready for another chance? Cameron Maybin. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Perez trying to get there, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Striding in once again, Mark Trumbo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
The windup and the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-0. Digging in once again, Stephen Vogt. He'll be the one to lead it off against Ubaldo Jimenez. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Trumbo has a read on it. 1 away.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Bautista. His past meetings against Ubaldo Jimenez, 3 base hits in 45 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 12 times as well. Heading out toward shallow right. On the move is Trumbo. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Hernan Perez.
Ready once again, Hernan Perez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the first pitch from Jimenez. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're up 2-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Third baseman number 13, Manny Machado.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses. 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Now a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Very high. 2-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The second baseman number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Schoop. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Check to swing there and pops this one up. High hop, and he barehands it. He's out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. So coming to the plate, Gene Segura. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Gene Segura.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Jimenez deals the 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Segura is retired, and there's 1 away.
The center fielder, number 10.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. His past meetings against Ubaldo Jimenez, 5 for 10. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now the first pitch from Jimenez.
Ball 1.
Low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, that was a big hook, and did he stay in there or what? That ball looked like it started behind him and came back over the plate, and he was able to get a base hit on it.
Abreu.
Into the box now, Jose Abreu. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here, but I'm telling you what, 3-0, I trust him so much, I'm giving him the green light.
The 3-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there in that situation, he probably had the green light, 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. But I think he's probably swinging here, too, 3-1.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Bourne is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Wellington Castillo.
And the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Vogt
Waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Orioles.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Standing in, Trey Mancini. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 1-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Standing in, Michael Bourne. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Two out, nobody on. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now another 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Jones. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Fernando Salas
enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Carlos Santana started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. and 2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2 and 2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Stepping into the box, Joe Carter. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in now, Stephen Vogt. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need to get in the hit column. This is a good jump start for him.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 delivery. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground out to short. Though not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Usually these guys turn the 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed there and it sailed over the second baseman's head.
In now, Hernan Perez. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Working to keep them in the game here. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Lays off, 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Two, here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. The Jays lead it 2-0. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Ready now, Kevin Pillar. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. To short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, designated hitter, Cameron Maybin.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first takes care of Maybin, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
This guy's got to get on base. You got the big boy sitting on the on-deck circle. I want to see him come up with a chance to tie this thing.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he swings and misses on that one, and now the Orioles are down to their final strike here.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Ball 2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Garrett Richards hangs win number 11 on his line and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for